Hello and welcome to Polish My Pitch. I am the CEO and founder of the Repositioning Expert. My name is Chala Dincoy. We have my guest here, Vibha Sharma, who is going to be polished today. Welcome, Vibha.
Thank you so much, Chala. So good to be here.
Thank you for being here. What I'm going to do is start our timer for 5 minutes and ask you to introduce yourself. So go ahead, pretend I'm a potential prospect client for you and introduce yourself when I say, what is it that you do, Vibha?
My name is Vibha Sharma. I'm a holistic, spiritual, metaphysical, conscious business, and mindful leadership coach. I help high achieving women in business and entertainment industry develop self-awareness, emotional regulation, and self-compassion, and rise above fear, doubt, and limitations by changing the way they function on deeper level by using metaphysical and spiritual laws.
God. Okay, wonderful. My goodness, you do so much important work. So do I have your permission to polish your pitch?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you sound like phenomenal in terms of being able to do all that and everything that you named off. But the sad part is, statistically, the longer it takes to describe what you do, the less money you make.
Yes.
Statistically.
Yes.
And based on my experience. And also, confused minds don't buy, as you know. So when you talk about too many things, doing too many things to too many different groups of people, it's very confusing to them. So let's simple it down. What is, now I noticed you talked about women in entertainment or executive.
And business. So, high-level CEOs, C-level executives, and also some of my clients are in entertainment industry.
Okay, so if you only had $1 to spend on your marketing in all these different buckets that you talked about in these industries, either small business or entertainment or C-suite, which one would you want to double or triple your business in?
Actually, I love both of them though.
That's okay. You can love them and you can still work with them. But I'm just trying to get you more business in one. So if you wanted more business in one, which one would it be?
It'll be, I would say, high achieving women in business.
So business owners, would they be women entrepreneurs?
Women, entrepreneurs, CEOs, C-level executives.
So they don't hang out together, right? So entrepreneurs hang out with entrepreneurs, and then corporate CEO women hang out with corporate CEO women. So if you had to pick one bucket, would you work with corporate CEOs or entrepreneurs?
Corporate CEOs.
Okay, wonderful. Now, of corporate CEOs, can you think of an industry like entertainment where you would like to increase your business in?
Most of my clients are working for Fortune 500 companies, and I would say, if I have to think about, they're mostly in tech industry.
Okay, wonderful. So my dream for you, once you're polished your pitch, is that you have a roadmap for where to go and use this pitch. So if I can dream, I always think about people who self-gather in large numbers. So people only self-gather in large numbers if they're CEOs by industry. Because the high-tech CEO doesn't go and hang out at the food industry events.
Exactly.
But I mean,
makes sense. Yeah.
That's why I'm seeing you in my mind at the high-tech industry events where the CEOs are speakers, or they have really high-level meetings where maybe you're speaking or you've been invited to. So you're there and you say to them, and they ask you, what is it that you do, Vibha? And what you say is, now, what is the number one problem that you help them with? Most expensive in terms of painful problem that you help them with?
Most of them come to me for they want to have control over the way they react in different situations. I would say emotional regulation.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Now, what is that lack of emotional regulation causing in their life or business that's the most painful?
See, I've seen they don't have control over outside circumstances at work, personal life, and they cannot change things from outside. I always teach them that you cannot change things from outside. You have to be in control of how you think and how you react.
Right. So, but take me through the most common problem that they come to you with when they have no emotional self-regulation. Is it that their marriage is falling apart? Is it that they get cancer because they can't control their health anymore because of the lack of emotional regulation? Or is it that their employees are leaving? What is happening? We're over time, but I'm going to continue for a few minutes. What is happening as a result of their lack of emotional regulation?
They are overwhelmed with their work, and they cannot balance between their work and home life, and they have to deal with so many people at work, and everybody has different problems, and they have a hard time managing their teams. Sometimes they have to give tough feedback to other people. Sometimes they have to receive tough back, yet they have to go through difficult conversations. So all these things cause them to feel stressed, and they don't know how to deal with that.
And what
So
does that
stress.
cause? What does that stress cause? Is it lack of relation? Is it breakdown of relationships? Is it breakdown of job? Is it breakdown of health? What's the most number one problem that they come to you with?
It's like overall, this overall stress. I would say stress in their life, or they just
Too broad, Vibha. Way too broad. I'm trying to get you to be a laser niche.
Lack of sleep, I would say, number one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I mean, lack of sleep is causing what? I would get you. See, I'm trying to force you into the result of what I'm trying to get you from cause to consequence. So the consequence is lack of sleep is the cause. What is the consequence of lack of sleep? Again, is it breakdown of relationship, breakdown of job, breakdown of health? What's the most common one that's most painful?
See, another thing is they cannot focus on their job. They cannot perform the
Which
best.
causes what?
Okay, one is it causes not to perform the optimal,
Which
and
causes what?
Again, problems at work, relationship with other colleagues and team members.
Conflict at work. And then conflict at work causes their employees to leave, right?
Yes.
Or does it? I don't know.
Not leave, but not being in alignment. I would say not having optimal relationship with people at work and at home.
And then, so here's what I would love. And we're not going to solve this today. We've already overgone the 5 minutes, but do you see where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm trying to force you to what is the ultimate result that they would hire you for? And the ultimate result is either there's conflict with their employees and they can't get along, which causes the company to lose money because the employees are not working hard or well, or they're leaving, or the bigger problem for your clients is that their marriage is falling apart and they have a miserable relationship with their family. So whatever the ultimate most expensive, emotionally expensive problem is, we figure that out through the program that you are in. We figure that out by research, by going in, asking them, not asking them one-offs, but like in a strategic, systematic way. So that's what I would want you to do. Take a look at that, whatever notes you had, or let's talk again. But if you didn't, in the absence of that program, what you would do is you would guess at it. So let's guess at it for the purposes of your elevator pitch. And so your elevator pitch would sound something like, my name is Vibha Sharma, and I help high-tech women executives stop having conflict at work, which causes their projects to be delayed by 50%. And what I do is I help them figure out I coach them, consult them, and train them around self-regulation so that they can find a way to reverse that trend, reverse the lack of productivity, or reverse the conflict. Do you see the difference between what you were saying was all about you versus what I'm saying as your polish is all very much about them, but not only about them, but it's so specific. And it speaks to the ultimate pain.
The only thing is here, like I work with so many clients, and sometimes it causes them health problems, sometimes conflict at work and at home, and sometimes, yeah, relationship problems at work and at home, and then health problems.
Yeah, I totally get that. And you will continue to do that. But
Mm-hmm.
your elevator pitch is supposed to be used to help you get more business. So
Mm-hmm.
when you do the research and it's done systematically and strategically, you will learn where the biggest issue is that people would hire you for,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's relationships or conflict or marriage or health. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know yet because you haven't done the research.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do the research, you're going to know exactly, you're going to have your finger on the pulse of your clients.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get so specific as to a very niched industry, everybody knows each other. So then your word of mouth is going to be faster. Finding out about their problem is going to be faster. They're going to most likely have the same problem and use the same words to convey their problem faster. Do you see how it all works together?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Was that helpful?
Yes, definitely. It
Okay,
was.
wonderful. Thank you so much for being part of Polish My Pitch.
Thank you so much, Chala. It was really helpful.